I've got two left. John Cox, the Republican candidate running for election as governor of California this autumn, is on the campaign trail alongside a 1,000-pound grizzly bear. I'm John Cox.
That's a super election.
And this is my bear.
Is that better or worse than was it? Is he now like Lord Binface or something, isn't he?
Is that
thing running? It was called something different before.
Lord Buckethead.
Yeah, and now I think he's Lord Binface, or maybe it's like a copycat or somebody else. But there's a Conservative candidate, I think, running in London, whose platform is against COVID-19, or its primary campaign is against the restrictions or something like that. And he's competing with, and I think he's never been political before.
No, it's
and he
Lawrence
was like
Fox.
someone else.
It's he's an actor.
Yeah, I remember him having like no background, and then it's like, I'm just going to start doing this.
Yeah, well,
and then I think he's in the same county.
Suicided. I don't know. He suicided his career on Question Time because somebody said something incredibly woke, and he just said, "No, I don't agree with it." And he was instantly like just dropped from everything and called a transphobe and all the isms and all of that shit. Right. So he's like, well, since then he's just been like, well, fuck it, I guess I'll just run for office because there's obviously a lot of people that agree with me, and a lot of people do agree with him. So yeah, it's but a lot of his thing is about the COVID, a lot of the COVID-19 restrictions. I think particularly in London, because some of the things that Sadiq Khan has been implementing or suggesting have been different to other places in the country, plus the idea of COVID passports and all of that stuff. But on the whole, it's just a kind of anti-woke campaign of free speech and all of that stuff, which I'm all for. There is I remember is an article where he was campaigning against or in the same county as Captain Binface or Lord Binface, whatever it is, and I think it is the Buckethead guy. Is like his new iteration, or maybe it's something like that. But yeah, I think would you rather be running against a grizzly bear or Buckethead or Binhead? I think I'd rather run against Buckethead. I think the bear could grab more votes. I think so. Yeah, I think if it
it's like that dog that became mayor of a town.
Yeah, well, that's just it.
Bears are just more ambitious.
A dog is at least an approachable thing, but like if you vote a bear into office, like you're not going to get him out.
Well, just you can imagine the televised debates being very one way.
Yeah.
It's like, so what do you think, Bear? Bear kills everybody. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. It's democracy.
Point. He's won. I mean, he's not competing against anybody anymore.
There's no one here, so he must have won.
He said something about picnic baskets. They lived in a volcano national park, right? Yogi Bear and Boo Boo.
He
was in Yosemite or something.
Camp
Yellow.
Jellystone or something, wasn't it? Camp Jelly.
Yeah, Yellowstone.
But his was Jellystone, I think.
Yeah.
Because
just a
cartoons.
more family-friendly volcano, I guess.
Yeah. And acid pits. That's the most fucked up thing. Don't step in the acid pit.
Have you ever made jelly?
What do you mean?
As an individual, you ever cooked something with jelly in it? Like, you seemed very upset when we was at uni and I would just eat raw jelly.
Oh, right.
You're like, that's weird.
I knew lots of people that ate raw jelly. People have been doing that since I was in high school.
Have you, made it? Like, turned it into its jelly form? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just boil it. What, you put it on your sandwich or something?
You just water it down with hot water, and then when it sets again in the fridge, it's a big jelly.
Yeah, but why? What do you use it for?
For eating with a spoon, generally.
As an independent snack.
Yeah.
Jelly.
Did you never have jelly at school?
No.
Poor. It was a dessert for us. Like we'd have like a little plastic tray of jelly, and you could have like ice cream with it. Jelly and ice cream, it's banging.
No. But the textures.
You're diabetic. You should be all over this.
I ate it raw. That's more condensed jelly. That's a whole bowl of jelly in a brick. That's why I'm diabetic.
You can just make it. You can make it last longer.
Yeah, or I can get more sugar. That's That's why I drank so much water. I had to dilute the jelly that I'm completely containing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think.
But so the bear is running for mayor of California.
But the Republican candidate took him out on the trail with him. It's part of.
Don't listen to me if I've got a bear.
Yeah, I guess so. The brand strategy is thought to have been developed by Fred Davis, the ad maker who in the past depicted political rivals as demonic sheep and in one instance a blimp.
Don't vote for him.
He's a blimp. Oh, he's a genius.
Yeah,
He's a genius.
It's the best of the best.
He called a guy a blimp. Take the bear. Just do it.
Yeah. Whatever he says. Take a bear, take a landmine. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Have fun. Have fun with it. Step one, take the bear.
He's a guy running against Gavin Newsom, the fucktard that's like ruined California. It's part of this thing of like I think he's called it the Beauty and the Beast campaign or something. Like you voted for it because like Gavin Newsom's like a typically kind of like handsome guy, but there's not really a lot else going on because he's a fucking idiot.
Right.
So his thing is like, well, I'm a beast, and you can tell I'm a beast because I've got a bear.
You looking for proof?
Yeah. What we need is a beast, not a beauty. Like, all right. I mean, look, the guy's a douchebag, but I don't know anything about you, and can we just vote for the bear?
Only I can prevent forest fires, so yeah. I think maybe I should vote for the bear.
And then a load of animal rights campaigners came in and were just like, what you're doing to that bear is horrible. And it's like, so apparently the bear is like, it was found as an orphan at a young age, and it has no idea how to hunt or feed itself in any way. So it's complete.
But it has a great understanding of water requirements in Northern California.
Yes, yeah, it's a great, well-rounded, libertarian view of the political system.
Yeah, it's got a great point of view on the transit system.
Yeah.
We need more trams and less buses.
Yeah.
All right, bear.
Because I can't fit on a bus.
In other news, a mum has claimed she's been flagged as a potential terrorist after jokingly sending a bank transfer called Funds for ISIS to her horse trainer who trains her horse, ISIS. So she wasn't just being like, wouldn't it be funny if I said funds for ISIS? No, it's funds to train her horse who is named ISIS.
So it's genuine.
Well, I think she knew it was cheaky. But she was like, fuck it, might as well. Well, sounds funny, but it's true.
It's true. I can explain it away. It won't put me on. It won't get me on a no-fly list at all.
No, she's a terrorist. The 57-year-old had innocently pinged over the cash to cover the cost of horse boot camp for 9-year-old Arabian horse Isis.
Now, did you call your horse real name. Isis?
Well, it is a real name, isn't it? Like it's, I think it's an Egyptian name or an ancient Egyptian name. Okay. Like there's a dog in the Downing Street. It was the show Upstairs Downstairs, but the new one. Downton Abbey. There's a dog in Downton Abbey called Isis. Okay. And then there was an ISIS dog in the Dam Busters. Oh no, that was like a racial slur. It's all the same.
Yeah.
No, but ISIS I think is a genuine name. But yeah, they go on. The ancient Egypt fanatic Susan failed to spot the issue with her wording. It was a long article and I've summed it up. I'm pretty sure she did know what she was doing. Red-faced Susan, who previously owned horses called Pharaoh and Nefertiti, says she was forced to explain to PayPal and Interpol that she was paying for her horse's training and not funding terrorism. It's always a good phone call, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to pay for horse training and now I'm talking to Scotland Yard.
Yeah. Now I'm in prison with a serial dating guy.
Yeah. Like, I mean, what people funding ISIS are sending bank transfers to ISIS that read funds for ISIS.
But this the thing. Would you remember there was a thing about a while ago about like some bloke got put on a no-fly list because he accidentally checked the box "I am involved in a terror organization."
Oh yeah,
on his like flight documentation or something like that.
Yeah, and it took him months to get it removed or something.
Yeah, but in the same breath, you got to go, who's ticking that box? And if they did tick that box, what was the airlines meant to go? It's probably fine.
Yeah.
Like, no, they've got a duty to react to it. They've got to take it seriously.
Yeah.
But it's just, should the question be there? And you go, well, we asked them if they were terrorists.
I think it's there because I'm guessing it's there for like a legal purpose. In that there is a signed document where you said you weren't a terrorist.
You promise?
So if we get the slightest sniff of you being a terrorist, then we can sue you for something and put you away. It's probably there as a safeguard for something.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe it makes some sense, but yeah, that was odd. It was odd because you could see the guy afterwards when he's talking to the police and be like, and go through his whole history, and he's still like having trouble convincing them that he's not a terrorist.
But like, have you ever had like a conversation with somebody and something slipped out, and it's changed your whole opinion about everything, and then they try to act like it never happened? A situation like that. I've had situations like that where like someone's been a bit too real about their emotional state. You know, like someone's like, I'm really, really addicted to Cocoa Pops. How's it going? You'd be like, what, Cocoa Pops? What's the deal? Oh, no. And you're like, no. I now know you're a terrorist. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I know you're trying. It just slipped out. I know, but now I know. Now it's awkward.
Yeah, but you don't get a Freudian slip while you're writing.
You could. Just ticking a box. But oh yeah, am I a terrorist? I mean, yeah, of course I am. Should I have done that? And then you forget about something and you come back to it. Oh, it's probably fine. Maybe it's worked.
What are those people? Oh, it's completely fallen off my fucking head. The guys that keep saying inappropriate things. They can't stop swearing, and it's like an impulse. Yeah. Can you get Tourette's with writing? So like you see the wrong action and your brain goes tick it, and you just tick it.
I don't know. I reckon it's not, because it feels like too deliberate and too long.
Yeah.
An act. Do you know what I mean? Like I love Tourette's is fascinating to me, but it really is like it's just that part of your brain that says you can't do that. Yeah. In a vocal thing, I think this kind of says it and has a joy in saying different words. So I think it would be different if you were writing. But like, I mean, they probably ask the question, right? Vocally as well in some situations, and some people say yes.
But there is a thing with actions though. Like there was there's a TikTok thing that I follow, and I think it's called Tourette's Dad. And it's like it's him and his kids doing like everyday stuff, but he's got Tourette's, and it forces him to do weird stuff. So like it's celebrating his kid's birthday, and you can see him like several times like kind of like lunge a bit towards his kid, and someone pulls him back, and finally he does it again, and they can't grab him, and he shoves his kid's head into the birthday cake. Yeah. But it's like it's all really genuine. And like, and he does, and it's done to kind of like raise awareness of this thing, I assume that could make you tick a box.
Yeah, maybe. It just feels like an energy release, and I'm not sure how much that would be, but I'm sure it could potentially be the case, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, even if it's not, then people are going to audibly say yes. I mean, did you ever go to France as a kid?
No.
No, I used to go to France on like school trips and stuff, and it was always funny to kind of say that we were smuggling vegetables.
Right.
Like, because then the customs officer has to take it seriously. They have to look in the boot. There's that little thing. It's like, no, just don't say it.
Don't do
You're like, yeah, but, and the border guy's like, I know you're joking, but now technically I have to check.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. So I think it's the same kind of deal. I can understand if someone has declared themselves a terrorist or said they're funding ISIS, someone has to look into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As an avid fan of Egypt, Susan has been has been to Sharm el Sheikh a couple of times, and ancient Egypt sometimes features in her art. She also has an Egyptian-themed bedroom and has painted a huge eye of Horus over the top of her bed frame. I don't know whether this is meant to incriminate her or just like a bit of fun fact afterwards. The woman who funds ISIS sleeps under a Horus. Oh. Kind of sounds like horse. Why not keep it in the article?